Here I am again in my favorite office in the entire world. Just take a look at this. I call it the big office. And it is one of my favorite places to come and walk, talk, write, take the kids to jump and play. And the reason I'm sharing it with you today is because I think this is the biggest tool you can put into your tool belt, is to find a place where you can take your children to run, jump, tumble, and play. Because if kids do not have time to run, jump, tumble, and play, they're going to run, jump, tumble, and play inside. And the steam's going to build up inside, and that steam is going to fog up your windows. And that fog up window is going to cause steam to build up inside of you. And pretty soon, next thing you know, you're all in a state of antagonism and anxiety, and you know, it's just not a pretty scene. I've been there. So having a place to make sure that your children get enough time to blow off steam can solve a lot of problems for you in your life and help you create that happy, harmonious life that you really long for. I know, because when our children were little, they were about, 3.5 and 1.5, and we moved. Now, up until we moved, we had a space where they could be indoors, outdoors. We had a sandbox. It was a safe place. I didn't worry about them. But when we moved to the city, and we moved to a place where it was not safe to let them run outside alone, unattended at all. And so I kept them in, and they just about drove me crazy and drove each other crazy. We were literally climbing the walls. And so we decided that we had to find some way that we could let them be outside. Now, I took them to the park and did things like that, but I wanted a place that I could watch them and know that they are safe without having to be out there with them all the time. So we put up a little chicken wire fence right outside the door, just big enough to house a sandbox and hang tires from a swing. And those kids had a blast in that, and I had so much fun just poking my head out the window or out the door to check on them. So the first thing that I want to put out there for you and for everybody is, what do you do that allows you and your children to blow off steam? And is it something that you can do together and have fun? I can tell you some stories about some families I've worked with who have changed their entire way of being, changed their bedtime routine, got their children to cooperate with the dishes, and changed the whole way they did their evenings, simply by finding ways to get their children out there to run, jump, tumble, and play, and going with them. So in this space below this week, would you share your ideas? I know it's not easy for some of you to find a way to bring your children to nature, or maybe even to bring nature to you, or to create that space. And so I'm asking you, what have you done in your life to create that space? And play with it this week. If you think your kids need that extra space and that extra time in their life to run, jump, tumble, and play, go for it. See what you can do, put your ideas down here, and I'll be back tomorrow with some ideas for you and checking on the ones you've left for me. See you then.